Alright guys, today we're going to put this valve cover on as well. Gasket. Everything looks fine to me. Timing belt's just way too tight, but I can't get it at the happy medium ever, so I don't know what to really do with that. Let's see here. What you gotta do is, usually what I do is I'm loosen here, then here, then I go here to here, then I do this one. So 75, and then you have this little one. I can't remember if that has to come out or not. Pretty sure it does. But yeah, just take it off like that, and then after that I'll tell you guys the torque specs if you want to know the torque specs. So let's try to get this off of here. Alright, forgot to tell you guys the main reason to cleaning these is, can you see all the oil getting into the spark plug? Because somebody don't know how to put these in. Look how crooked that is. It's all fucked up. And then I think it's this one. See, there's two there, and then these two in the middle are fine. So I just put those NGKs on last night because the other ones were really soaked. Now we're gonna do this. I'll be back in a little bit. Boy, it is a humid fucking day out today, guys. Well, right there it is. It's off. There's your D15b head. Should get some ARP head studs and just take one out at a time and put them in. I've done that in the past. Worked very well. But yeah, it shouldn't take long to do this valve cover, guys. So we just gotta clean this up. But as you can see, someone's not too bright. Put them in there right. So they look like they're gonna be a bitch to get out. So wish me luck. All right, guys. Now I got two other D series valve covers. I brought this one right here down. This was originally on the silver car when it was a non-VTEC car, which may have to end up using that. This is just a much cleaner engine. As you can see, this engine was about everything was done, was taken care of, but an idiot owned it before I did. And look at these gouges in here. I got these up with no problem. There are gouges everywhere. So I'm pretty worried if it's gonna seal right. So now I'm thinking to myself that I'm gonna put these new ones in there, and if it don't leak, we're just gonna have to use that valve cover right there, which will just say Honda on it, no VTEC, which is, it's fine, and it won't be green, yada yada yada. But we're gonna put them in there, and what you do with these, take like this socket here and you kind of knock it in there a little bit with a rubber mallet. 32 or 1 1/4 will work to knock them in. These gaskets on here look pretty good. As you can see, this is just the one I had extra laying around. Now I have new ones in here. Now if you want to get these off, you got to use some what the hell kind of grease is it? Can't even think. Like what you would use for solid, like poly mounts and things of that nature. You put a little bit on the end, and then you kind of just push it onto a table, and it'll kind of just pop itself out of there. But mine are not leaking, so I'm just gonna keep those for in case it does start to leak. And you don't need no valve cover. Oh shit. You don't need no silicone around this shit like a lot of people put on it. Mine was caked in silicone. It took me forever to get it out of there. I got it out. I'm wondering if the reason why they put silicone on it is they were just cheap asses and didn't want to replace the valve cover gasket, or if that valve cover is a little fucking warped or something and it's leaking. So I'm not too sure. I might be better off to put the non-VTEC cover on it. Kind of a little trollish anyway. Be kind of cool. But I don't know, guys. I started cleaning it up. I'm thinking I'm going to try to put these in there and see what happens. If it does leak, we'll have to put the other one in. Alright, guys. It's in there. And literally, this job does not take that long. It's quicker to do this job than it is for me to film this job. So, whatever amount of minutes it was to do this job on this camera, I would say it would take you that much time or even less. It doesn't take very long to do this. So now, make sure all your surfaces are clean. And you put that on there. As you can see, we got that in there. Okay, let me use a little example here. Okay, look how shitty they were. They were like split in half. See that, guys? Like right here's your original part, and then that's supposed to be in there. They were gone. But when you go to put it on there, see, this is the original one that was used to be on it. Thought about using that where it just says Honda. I may paint it up colors I like. I'm not big of a green guy. Personally don't like green much. But you see how they kind of come out like that. Now, when you first put them in there, they may not shape up very well. So you might have to take a screwdriver when it sits down in there where the guides are. Take a screwdriver and go around the sides of that. I don't have the wife here, so I can't have her film it to do it. You go around the sides of it, and you'll see it go over the top of the tube. Then when it goes over the top of the tube, you can start to push it down. Now, the tubes I'm talking about are right here, these tubes here. Once you start to see them go around those tubes, these sockets, see, you might have to get like a screwdriver and go around this and make sure they're above that. So, that's our next job here. I can't film that, obviously. I'm just going to clean these edges up here a little bit, and we're going to throw this in here. Alright, guys. I forgot to add, make sure you use the 1 1/4. The 32 is just a tad bit too big. So use your 32. Works perfect. Rubber mallet. And the 32. Tap, tap. Okay. I don't have no bolts on, but as you can see, maybe can see how that rubber went around the side of that. See that? Hopefully you can see that. Went around the side of it. So we didn't have no leakage in this one, but we did in this one. See the leak? See how clean? Well, wait a minute. Where we at here, Joe? It's got like a little calcium, but look how much shit's in those. So now what you do is take your bolts and put those in there. Your big ones or your back bolts. Okay, guys? And then you go around. Hold on. You can take your big one. Shit. Take the big ones and you put them in. And you gotta find everything where it goes, blah, blah, blah. But that one's probably starting to go down in. But it's too hard for me to do it on camera. That's pretty self-explanatory. You just put your bolts back where they go. And then you put 50 inch-pounds. Then you go to 80 inch-pounds. And then they'll be good. So 50, torque like here to here, then over to here, to over to here, then over to here. And 50 first and then 80. Alright, guys, later. Have a good one. Alright, I figured, well, let's try to see if we can't torque these while we're doing this. There's one at 50. There's another one. Another 50. Another 50. Do that 50 and then take it to 80 and then you're done. Alright, guys.